Square Enix, they've just unveiled their Avengers game at E3 2019. And yeah, I'm gonna be honest, I'm a little worried about this one. So here's the thing. I personally, all I want out of an Avengers game is a single player, story focused game. That's what I want. And I'm not too sure. Like, it doesn't look like I'm gonna be getting this. I'm gonna be getting that from this game. Like, honestly, they were just really vague in this presentation. So, like, the presentation, it starts off with this like cinematic trailer, and like the story looks fine. It's like the Taskmaster is stealing something from Tony that he's keeping, and I guess Tony made a mistake by keeping it in the first place or some shit. Like, it's okay, it's fine. It's like an Avengers story, where it's like, Tony, he made mistakes. He's trying to protect the world, but he made a mistake, and now people are gonna call him out on it. Like, you know, it's an Avengers story. We've seen it before, but it could work. It could be good. But what makes me worried about this game is that they didn't show like any gameplay for this game, which at this point they should be showing us gameplay. I feel like, I mean, I feel like they interspersed some gameplay in the cinematic trailers, but it wasn't really like, you know, it wasn't a gameplay like presentation. Like, they weren't going like, okay, here's what you're going to be doing in this game moment to moment. It was just they kind of interspersed some gameplay. So the fact that they didn't really show us that definitely worries me. And yeah, and the way that they just talk about the game, it worries me. So, like, the way that they talk about it kind of makes it sound like a live service game, kind of like Destiny and, you know, I don't know, like the Division, and that's not what I want out of an Avengers game. Like, they talk about how, oh yeah, we're gonna be adding like new regions and new heroes constantly. It's gonna be awesome, and like, okay, here's the thing. This is just kind of a pet peeve I have about video games in general. I miss the days when developers would make a game and then sell you that game. And then that's where the relationship ends. Like, it's getting really annoying, like, just seeing so many more games now today just being like, okay, so we're going to give you, like, not a complete game, but you can buy the rest of the game when we finish it. Like, is that okay? Is that okay if we do that? Like, that shit, I'm just getting so sick and tired of it. Like, that stuff in general is just really annoying. And now, to be fair, they did say that they weren't going to charge you for the additional content. And if they keep true to that, then okay, cool. But still, like, just make a game and then give me the game. If they don't charge for it, then I guess it won't be that big of a deal. But yeah, we'll see how that goes. So yeah, they didn't, but yeah, again, what worries me is that it seems like it's going to be kind of a live service thing, and they didn't show any gameplay. And I mean, just visually, it doesn't look great. Like, this game isn't a part of the MCU, right? But visually, it doesn't really seem that different from the MCU. And like, they chose Captain America, Thor, Hulk, Iron Man, and Black Widow, just like the movie version of the Avengers. And visually, like, they don't look all that different from the MCU actors, but because they don't, like, they're not distinguished enough to look different, they just kind of look like bootleg version of the MCU heroes. Like, what you should do is either make them drastically different or pick like different heroes. Like, I don't know, maybe pick like some weird heroes. Like, just go for it. Pick some weird heroes, or maybe pick some of the newer MCU heroes that aren't like as established yet. I don't know, like maybe have it be like Spider-Man and Captain America and Black Panther. Well, not Spider-Man because they made a Spider-Man game, but you know what I'm saying. Like, or I mean Captain Marvel. what the fuck am I saying? Yeah, like pick different characters or make them distinct, like very distinct from the MCU, from their MCU counterparts. Like, look at that Spider-Man game. Like, it was very clear that that was a completely different Spider-Man from the Tom Holland Spider-Man, and even to an extent, like Andrew Garfield and Tobey Maguire. Like, it felt different. Like, yeah, these Avengers just kind of feel like bootleg versions of the MCU. So, yeah, it just overall, it wasn't a great first look at the game because we're very unclear about what exactly this game is going to be. Like, can I play through it all just by myself? Like, that's what I want. Is it gonna force me to play multiplayer? Like, is there just a story campaign that I can go through? I don't know. I mean, I assume there's going to be a story campaign, but is it going to force me to play with other people when I do that? Can I just play through the entire thing by myself? Is it a single player game that there are certain missions that you can do multiplayer? I just don't know. So yeah, that's kind of I think those are really all my thoughts on the game. I'm just skeptical in general. Like, I'm just skeptical. I want to love this game. I really want to have a great Avengers game. Like, I don't know. Like, part of me does wish that they would have just gone to Crystal Dynamics and been like, hey, here's Captain America, make a Captain America game. Or here's Thor, make a Thor game. Or here's Iron Man, make an Iron Man game. Like, I feel like having to develop gameplay for like 5 different heroes, and more than 5, because like they teased Ant-Man at the end and they said that new heroes were going to be added to the game, so you have to assume that they're going to be like, I don't know, maybe 10 heroes that at the end of the day we're going to be able to play as. Like, I don't know, like having to develop gameplay for all of these different types of heroes, like, I just wonder if that's going to lead to, like, none of them being satisfying. Like, you know, Insomniac, they made a Spider-Man game. And, I mean, granted, I didn't play the the PS4 Spider-Man game because I don't have a PS4. But, I don't know, like, that gameplay looked pretty good and satisfying. And, like, they were able to craft a game around one character, around one type of gameplay. So, I kind of wish that they would have just picked another hero and just made a Captain America game or made an Iron Man game. But look, even though I have all these worries and gripes, I really want to be proven wrong. I want to go into this game and be amazed and have a ton of fun. I'm just skeptical. So, yeah, I think that about wraps up my thoughts on Square Enix's Avengers. It's just called Avengers. Yeah. But what do you think about it? Maybe you thought it looked amazing. If that's what you think, then please let me know in the comments below. And yeah, it's gonna be it. Bye.